happens. Seriously, random happens all the time.
It's true.
Sometimes there is nothing you can do for a financial emergency other than to plan.
A plan. We need a plan.
That plan is normally a simple emergency fund, which is why we're going to talk about that just one more time.
Do we have to talk about this?
Yes.
Think of this as your financial safety net, a stash of money set aside to cover unexpected expenses or financial emergencies.
That seems simple enough.
The primary purpose of an emergency fund is to provide financial security when the unexpected happens. Because it will happen, and by definition, it'll be unexpected when it does.
Oh, that's clever.
Whether it's a medical emergency, car repairs, or sudden job loss, having an emergency fund will help you navigate any of these situations without derailing your financial stability. You will genuinely sleep better at night knowing you've got that money there. You will handle news better. When someone says, oh no, the property market's tanking, you're just not going to care as much if you've got this buffer. Without an emergency fund, people might resort to high interest debt or find themselves in a financial bind, making it challenging for them to stay afloat during the tough times. And this is honestly the beginning of the end for most people when it happens. Now you might be wondering, how much should I have in my emergency fund?
That is such a good question.
Well, the amount that is ideal for everyone varies, and it varies based on what your needs are. But a common recommendation is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This cushion provides a financial buffer, giving you the peace of mind that you can cover all the essential expenses if faced with an unexpected challenge. But what exactly qualifies as an emergency? Well look, there's no dictionary definition I'm going to point you to in this respect. We are talking about unforeseen and necessary expenses that cannot be delayed or avoided. Medical bills, car repairs, unexpected job losses, that's the sort of thing we're thinking. It's crucial to distinguish between a genuine emergency like that and planned expenses which you should be budgeting for. That vacation that you've been planning on going on, well, that's not an emergency.
Agree to disagree.
But a sudden plumbing issue? Yep, that'll tick the box.
It's an emergency. If it's an emergency, then...
Now where do you put this money? Obviously you're not going to have $30,000 sitting beneath your mattress.
No, of course not.
It's essential to keep the money somewhere that's accessible. So a traditional savings account with a bank is a good idea, as are money market accounts, and that's what people would normally recommend. If you have a mortgage and your mortgage has an offset or redraw account, that's probably an even better option for you to look at. While the interest rates on these might not be as high as other form of investments, the reality is that we're focusing here on liquidity and quick access when you need it most. So building your emergency fund will probably be a gradual process. Unless you're about to inherit some large amount of money to cover these expenses, you're going to have to do this step by step.
That is not what I wanted to hear.
Start by setting a realistic goal, like saving 1 month's worth of expenses initially. Then, consistently contribute a portion of your income until you reach your targeted amount. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Don't be stupid, guys. Have an emergency fund.